Hi all, you'll know from my previous part 6 on this series, I was looking into the Antarctic projection of the flat Earth. And it seemed to make a lot of sense to me at the time when I was looking into it. It doesn't work. And because I've been concentrating on, I'll show you why it doesn't work, but because I've been concentrating on Antarctica, I started looking into it. I've never really had the compunction to investigate Antarctica before. I mean, I've been out there and I've analysed the sun, measured the sizes of it, measured the horizon line and lots of other things, but it's the first time I've really looked into these maps, and I'm looking at Antarctica. So that took me to YouTube, and I decided to just see what was out there. And if you search for terms like Antarctic flight, you'll find 63,000 results. And you can search for terms like Antarctic expedition, Antarctic plane crash, Antarctica something else, whatever you can think of, and you'll find hundreds of thousands of results for Antarctica. Now, looking down this list here, you can see I've watched these randomly. I've watched that one, which was posted 2 years ago, that one which was posted 3 years ago, that one as well, and lots of others. This was posted 8 years ago, and lots of others on that particular search term. And it seems that everybody, including the Royal Tub Thumping Brass Band, has marched through Antarctica, and the flat earthers don't know about it. I mean, this is just getting silly. The flat earthers are saying that the Antarctic doesn't exist and that it's the outer perimeter of this flat earth. It's nonsense, it's foolishness, and I'm ashamed to have gone along with it, because this is the first time that I'm looking into this. And you'll find people there, they go up to Antarctica to celebrate New Year's Day. You'll find expeditions out there, you'll find people building huts in Antarctica on these videos, you'll find the news going out there, you'll find scheduled flights going from South America to Australia regularly, every single day, flying straight over the Antarctica. And flat earthers just don't seem to know about this, and they think that Antarctica doesn't exist and that it's a military manned base and they don't allow anybody in there. Well, anybody can go to Antarctica, and the proof is right there. You type in Antarctic expedition. Obviously you've got to be part of a group, because Antarctica is a perilous place to be, and if you go wandering off on your own, you're going to slip down a ravine and die. So you've got to be part of a group to do it. Let's have some common sense here. So back to what I've been working on. I thought that this projection worked out, but it doesn't. So if we go over, I'll show you now what I've done. We've got LHR, which is London Heathrow, and MCO, which is Orlando, Florida, and the distance between the two is 4,333 miles. So I measured the distance out here exactly, and then I measured the distance from Orlando to Fairbanks, Alaska, 3,700 miles, and it's exactly on screen there. Fairbanks to DYR. DYR is the easternmost airport in Russia, very small town right on the eastern edge. It's exactly 1,003 miles away from Fairbanks, Alaska, and that's where it should be. DYR to DME. DME is Moscow, and the distance between the two is 3,873 miles. Going from Moscow back to London, it's 1,582 miles. So now we have a ring, it's a very accurately placed ring of countries and airport points that all connect up. And the problem is when you next measure up the distance from London to Brazil, you find out that Brazil doesn't even fit on this map. It would be completely off the map somewhere, because it's 5,886 miles away from London, and it doesn't fit anywhere on the South Pole projection. So I've got that wrong. And the one good thing that's come out of me investigating this is the fact that it's exposed a lot of these flat earth liars, I mean, yes, there's military bases on the Antarctica, but there's 1,000 when I looked into this in 2007, there was over 1,000 US military bases all around the world. And yes, one of them is in Antarctica, and they probably do patrol the very narrow borders within that military base, but what they don't do is patrol the entire Antarctica, because anybody can go there. And what I find utterly stupid is the fact that there's literally tens of thousands of people moving over Antarctica every single week. I've added up the number of flights that take place between South America and Australia and New Zealand, and it looks to me like there's about 12,000 people a week flying between the two. So they'll be going over Antarctica, and a lot of these people take pictures of it as they're flying over. So yes, there's a military base down there, but there's also a military base in England, and there's one off the coast of Japan, one off the coast of China. These military bases are everywhere. That doesn't mean that they patrol the entire country. For the one in England, they don't patrol the entire country. They just man the borders of their particular specific air base. And they don't go out there patrolling all round Antarctica. That's just stupid. And the most stupid thing of all is that some of these flat earthers think that Antarctica doesn't exist. So the one good thing that's come out of this is that it's exposed all the liars. So why are they lying to us? Why are they saying that Antarctica is the outer perimeter of the flat earth? Now, I don't know. I don't know what their agenda is. I don't know if those people are stupid or something. Maybe it's the case that they're collectively a tight-knit group of agents who are trying to put out disinformation about the flat earth, or maybe it's the case that they're utterly stupid and they haven't even done basic research on the Antarctica. I don't know which one it is. Nobody's allowed to go down to Antarctica, and you'll probably get shot if you go within 1,000 miles of the border. It's utter nonsense. It's utter nonsense. And you can prove it to yourself by just looking. So, you know, I'm really annoyed about it. And what we don't have is a workable, working flat Earth map. And there's a lot going for the flat Earth. Yeah, absolutely. There's an awful lot going for it, because I've analysed every facet and detail of the flat Earth, with the exception of Antarctica, which I'm looking into now and finding out that everybody has marched through that place. Okay, so I've gone on a bit of a rant there, and I don't want to rant about stuff, but you'd have thought that these people who are pushing the idea that Antarctica doesn't exist would have done basic research first. So it seems that everywhere I look, I find inconsistencies, but I do believe the Earth is still flat. I do believe that the evidence points towards a flat Earth, but what we don't have is a flat Earth map. And there's a lot of people working on it. There's a lot of cartographers that have sprung up. You'll find if you go to Facebook and type in cartography and flat Earth, you'll find out lots of people are working on this, and I'm sure somebody will crack the code and find out what the Earth looks like. I've attempted to do it and I've failed, but you know, I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong about something. And I think that it's the case that a lot of 90% of these flat earthers out there, they get something wrong, they get proven wrong, and they just ignore you and continue to spout the lies, which is what I'm seeing taking place. They'll just continue lying to you. And I'm not about lies, I'm about truth. And if I find something that contradicts the official flat earth narrative, then I'm going to point it out and show you, because I'm not about lying to people. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. I'm just really annoyed about this Antarctic thing. it does exist. It really is a continent, and it's down there, it's measurable, and it's not the outer perimeter of the flat Earth, so something else is. And I'll continue to look into it, and I'll get back to you as I come up with more information. So thank you for making it to the end of this video. I'm a slightly riled Tiger Dan, and God bless you all, and remember, the answer to 1984 is 33 AD. Approximately.